Brother man,
Yo,
welcome. It's good to be back on Raw Dogs. How we doing?
we are good, man. Excited to be here. It's been a little bit since we've been
Yeah,
doing this
we've
thing.
had a lot of life things that got in the
Yeah,
way between the three of
y-
us.
yeah, yeah.
Sadly, it's just the two of us tonight, but it's all right. We'll do what we're gonna do. We'll talk about everything that
Absolutely.
went down tonight. It was a fun show, a lot
It
of fun from
was.
Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Fast. I feel like the show from start to finish was very fast paced. A
Hmm.
lot of great action. I had been told before the summer to expect a lot of good action in ring, and tonight I feel like we got a lot of that. We definitely did. I've heard SmackDown's going to have some nice action as well tonight for their taping, so they're trying to kick it into full gear heading into and no pun there, no pun intended, by the way, no pun intended. They're trying to go into Saturday night's main event, Evolution, and then the SummerSlam. They're gonna a lot's gonna be happening, so I'm excited for it, and I will be ready to talk about it with you. So
Yeah, man.
how things been? How you been? What's been
We've
up?
been good, man. Been busy. Started a new shoot job, which is so new schedule, getting used to that stuff. So hey, man, got to pay the bills somehow, So
Nice,
so
nice.
we've been doing that, but we're good, man. Just Mondays have been a little wild this last month and a half. So, but glad we had the early start tonight, which was a little different, but it was nice.
Yeah,
Raw
it was
ending
fun.
before 8:30 on the East Coast. Love it, love it.
I'm glad, 100%
Yeah,
glad that we did
yeah.
that. I know they can't do it all the time, but if they could, they would.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. This
Because
was
a lot of people seem to enjoy the 6 o'clock start time because they get done. The only problem with that is if they started at 6 o'clock every week, they'd be starting at 3 o'clock
yeah.
Western time out there. They'd have to people would not be there in attendance because of it.
No,
So
absolutely not.
it should be a special thing like tonight when they have a double taping. It was fun, a lot
Yeah, it
of
was.
fun. So I've been doing a lot lately in
Yes,
the Scoop
yes.
game. If you notice at the bottom, we got a link for our Bodyslam Patreon. I've been dropping a lot of exclusive news there. So have the Bodyslam insiders, a lot of them. You got Viper, Cody Rhodes, Mass J. Yeah, you got Cassidy, the founder of Bodyslam. Quite a few. We have some exclusive interviews that have dropped. Cassidy had one with Akira. Woo! Excuse
Mhm.
me. We've had quite a few. We just had one drop on. I think it was Sunday with Kid Bandit. I think it was
Yep.
yesterday. I'm not yesterday or Saturday. One of those days. It's been a crazy time for our kickstarting for Body Slam's Patreon. It's been very
Absolutely.
successful so far. A lot more to come. I just dropped 2 new exclusives tonight before the SmackDown tapings. If you want to subscribe and go and check them out, please go ahead and check them out. It's about the tapings that are happening right now. So if you want to see, go and check them out. But let's go ahead and jump into Monday Night Raw tonight.
Yeah, man.
They were from the PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the Steel City. You can see the Steel City. They showed it very beautiful during the daytime, at least
Hmm.
with the water and the bridge and everything. Craziness, but we kicked the show off with Rhea Ripley, who picked up the win this past Saturday against Raquel Rodriguez in a street fight at Night of Champions in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Rhea Ripley comes in there. She starts talking about her future now that she's hopefully put Raquel and the Judgment Day in the past. She starts talking about that, and she immediately gets interrupted by the Women's World Champion, Io Sky. Io Sky comes into the ring. She says, "You're wrong about something. You say you're on top. You're not on top. I have the title. I'm on top." And I talked to Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce told me I can choose who I want to challenge for the Women's World Championship at Evolution. I'm choosing you. So an exclusive that I dropped yesterday on the Body Slam Patreon was confirmed tonight. Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky for the Women's World Championship in 2 weeks at Evolution. How do you feel about the opening segment, and how do you feel about that matchup?
I thought the opening segment was good. I thought it wasn't too long. I thought it was to the point. And obviously with some injuries and stuff, some of the card for Evolution had to kind of be flipped a little bit.
The
Yeah,
entire card.
yeah. So to get this type of match, which we've seen before, but we haven't seen it
Yeah.
one-on-one for a little bit now. It's a great rematch. I think it's a chance for and having Rhea Ripley, who is still your biggest star on the women's roster, having her going for the world title in an all women's pay-per-view seems like a good idea to me. So I'm very excited for the match. We've seen these two fight before. We know it's going to be really good. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for it. I'm wondering who's going to win it, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it. I think it should be a hell of a main event if they go that route.
That's definitely going to be the main event.
Yeah.
That's two of the top women in the entire world wrestling each other. Like you said, we've seen it a few times. We saw it recently this past year with Io dethroning Rhea Ripley in that match in the main event of Monday Night Raw a few weeks before WrestleMania. We saw it, but it's a great matchup. It's one that I'm looking forward to again. I know the IWC is not very fond of it because we've seen it, and they think that Io is going to be dropping the championship. I cannot say anything regarding who's going to win that match because I don't know right now. I don't know who's going to win, but it's going to be a good match. Stop the doom and gloom post about Io Sky dropping her title because we don't know yet. We don't know what's going to happen there. I'm just looking forward to some great action between two of the best women in the entire world.
I agree. And I still think, I mean, I went into the Queen of the Ring. I actually thought Asuka was going to win because I thought Asuka and Io was kind of where we'd be heading for SummerSlam. And I still think there's a good chance we get there. So
that's still something that we're going to end up.
Yeah. And like, I think all those people just automatically assuming that, and I get it. Rhea Ripley's a gigantic star and she's awesome. But like everyone just assuming that she's automatically going to win the title back because she's going for the title. I think that's jumping the gun a little bit too much. So I think people need to calm down a bit.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. A lot gonna happen there. But we have 2 weeks to build it again. So we got one more Raw to build to it before Evolution, but we have 2 weeks in total. I feel like tonight was a pretty good segment to get us started in that direction. I'm looking forward to it. So that was something that I'm glad that I posted. I saw a lot of the reaction yesterday. A lot of the reaction from people were not happy, but I get it. Yeah. A lot of them don't want to see it again, but I'm looking forward to it because, like I said, that's two of the best women in the world. So
I agree.
If you had to pivot some type of way, that's the way I would go. That is the direction I would go. So
100%.
Good opening to Monday Night Raw tonight. We jumped from that segment to a backstage segment between Dominic Mysterio and AJ Styles. Dominic Mysterio says he's still not cleared. He had a setback. He's got doctor's papers. AJ Styles puts on the glasses, looks at him, says a few things, walks away, comes back, is ready to hit Dominic. And Dominic's like, remember, if you put your hands on me, you're not getting the championship match. AJ knows that Dominic is running from him. He's a little banged up. He's not cleared yet. Shoot wise, he's really injured. He's got some banged up ribs, so he's not cleared just yet. But that match is going to be happening soon for the Intercontinental Championship. I like the way that they're setting it up, though. AJ's pretty much saying you're being a little bitch running away from me. Stop running. Why are you running from me? There's no reason for you to run. It's only a matter of time before I take the title from you, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I think AJ, with even Dom beforehand saying like, "Oh, go ahead, old man, put your glasses on," and he actually puts his glasses on to read it and stuff. Like, it's funny. It's a little humor in it, and even though it is a shoot injury, that they're playing it perfectly because being a little bitch and being a little shit heel is exactly what Dom is. So it does look like he's running from AJ, even though we know he's actually waiting to get clear. But I just think they're doing this very well. And when we eventually get to that match, it'll be a good one. And I've liked the program.
100%. I've enjoyed the build up for it. I would have liked to see it at Night of Champions. But for what we got at Night of Champions, despite people thinking the card was going to be bad, I thought it was a pretty good card. I thought Saturday's show was pretty good. Yeah,
I thought it was solid throughout. I thought the card looked good. What I expected to happen kind of happened. I enjoyed Night of Champions. I thought it was a good show.
I definitely 100% enjoyed it. But yeah, jumping from that backstage segment, we go right into Dominic's compadres, the Judgment Day, challenging the New Day again for the World Tag Team Championships. Very, very, very good match to start the night with the in-ring action. I was very impressed by all four men in the match. The fact that the New Day tried to use the cheap tactics to pick up the wins and Finn Balor and JD McDonough were not letting it happen. Very, very impressive to me that they kept fighting through whatever cheap tactics the New Day tried to pull with the eventual win and new WWE World Tag Team Champions Finn Balor and JD McDonough. The pop that Finn Balor got from that crowd. But the crowd, I'm sick of people saying that Finn Balor is old and washed up and the people don't care. Did you hear the crowd tonight? Did you hear the people? I've been seeing people for months talk about push Finn, push Finn, push Finn. He may not be getting the singles push right now, but Finn is still seen very highly within the company. And with Liv Morgan's injury, obviously, a lot of plans changed with the Judgment Day too. Mm-hmm. I haven't gotten word exactly what's going to happen yet, but I'm seeing some stuff already. We'll talk into what happened later on with the Judgment Day backstage too. But yeah, I really enjoyed that match. I feel like the show started off on the right foot. Shocking title change to a lot of people. New Day being the World Tag Team Champions was very disappointing in my eyes.
That was a bad run.
The heel turn has not worked because they haven't incorporated Big E into it at all. Mm-hmm. That was the plan originally, was they were going to incorporate Big E in somehow, some way. They haven't incorporated him now, and it just felt stale from the New Day. They needed a new direction. They went that new direction, turning their backs on Big E, and ever since then, it just has not clicked. It hasn't clicked. And tonight, they ultimately lost the World Tag Team Championships again.
This was shocking to me. I did not expect the New Day to lose, because it really was like basically a nothing reign. Like nothing really happened in the title reign, so I didn't expect them to lose. However, I mean, you said it with the pop, but it was funny because you got two heel teams, but the Judgment Day were playing the role of the baby faces in this tag match. And you saw with the crowd reaction at the end that the crowd were very much treating them like the baby faces in this. So to see that kind of pop and that reaction at the end, when you have this heel tag team that the crowd usually does not like, to get that type of reaction to win those titles, that was pretty crazy to see, but it was a great moment. It was a great moment.
Yeah, it was something, like you said, unexpected. A lot of people didn't expect it. The way the crowd popped, it just goes to show you that Finn Balor still has a massive backing within the fan base. And it also goes to show you that the fans were not really behind the New Day. So not a lot there. But hell of a match. Let me read this real quick before we get into the next one. Pluggo. That is us. We are the studs here.
Yes, sir. That's my man. That's my between two beards partner. Pluggo.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, great show overall. It was. We're going to talk about everything. I really enjoyed it. This is a good time to build Pete and Bate and LWO. There's a lot of tag teams that they need to put up there and let them do their work, not just put them on main event. That tag team division really needs a revamp, and I think with the Judgment Day winning the titles again, I think we're going to see it. It was supposed to, when the War Raiders were tag team champions, they were supposed to be more focused on the tag team division. Don't know what happened there. Don't know why they went away from it, just leading to New Day winning the titles. But yeah, very surprising tonight. Shocking. Really enjoyed that match. I have no complaints about that tag team match whatsoever.
No, I thought it was very good.
Great show. Absolutely, Boris. 100%. Now we're going to talk about everything. After the tag team match, we go backstage to Bayley being interviewed by Jackie Redmond. Jackie Redmond talks to her about not being the Women's Intercontinental Champion now and what's going on there. Being interrupted by Lyra Valkyria. They get into an argument about pretty much the scene and who has more beef with Becky Lynch and what's going on here. And that title should have been mine. No, that title should have been mine. This and that. And Adam Pearce comes up and says, enough. Tonight, the two of you going head to head. The winner will be the number one contender for the Women's Intercontinental Championship at WWE Evolution. So that match gets set up for later on in the night. Then we go to commercial. Byron Saxton interviews Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller pretty much does not mention Austin Theory whatsoever in this interview. He says basically he wants to give a shout out to the New Day. He hates that they dropped their titles. He said he sees things differently now because of the New Day. So they're still slowly building to this Austin Theory and Grayson Waller turn. Can they just do it already? Because I know a lot of people are ready for it, myself included. I would like the turn to happen already. Hey, brother Jace, how you doing, man? So I would like to see that. We come back from commercial. They talk a little bit about Saturday night's main event. and they show Goldberg video package, Goldberg in WCW. So they show Goldberg. A lot of people don't really care for Goldberg. They showed Goldberg in the video package. Then after that, we see American Made backstage, and Chad Gable is in a sling. Chad Gable is injured, has surgery, and will be out for an extended period of time. It's unfortunate. Chad Gable's been doing great work. Bodyslam had the exclusive last Tuesday that Chad Gable was dealing with an undisclosed injury, and the Penta angle was to write him off. So that happened. Here's to a speedy and healthy recovery for Chad Gable. In the background, we see Ludwig Kaiser again lurking. We see Ludwig Kaiser again. It's crazy. We've seen him 2 weeks in a row when it comes to American Made. I wonder what's going on there. I
wonder.
The next thing we have is Rusev versus Sheamus, which is two good friends going at it. And my goodness, give me a best of 7 right now. You gave me a Melo and Andrade best of 7. Give me a Sheamus and Rusev best of 7 right now. Please and thank you. That match was hard hitting. It went a little long, but I do not care. It was a great match between two good in-ring competitors. Rusev showed you exactly why he's Rusev. That's exactly who he is in ring. Loved it. I really, really enjoyed the in-ring action between them. I have no complaints whatsoever. Obviously, the top turnbuckle was exposed. Rusev took advantage, then hit the kick. Kick beat Sheamus. So it was indeed banger after banger after banger after banger with Rusev and Sheamus. What are your thoughts on it, JPJ?
Oh, this match was incredible. These guys beat the shit out of each other, and it was amazing. It's my type of wrestling match, just brutal, hard-hitting. You could see the pain, like you could see the marks on their bodies from the type of brutality that was happening. This, you said it, we need to see this Rusev, this guy in the ring, having matches like this, wrestling like this. This is Rusev. This is what he's supposed to be. This was my favorite, and there was a lot of good wrestling on this show tonight. This was my favorite match of the night, and I agree with you. Give me a best of 20. I do not care. I could watch these guys wrestle literally every week. This was awesome, Corey.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
I really enjoyed it. A lot of stuff from back when they were together back in the day. A lot of their fighting. I really, really enjoyed the Big E's favorite thing. Big meaty men slapping meat. That's what that was. So another solid match tonight on the card. Yes, Jace, my hair is growing out. I'm not bald. My brother Jay, how you doing, brother? Good to see you in here. What's up, Oscar? How we doing? No water, no bread, just meat. Shout out to Booker T.
Yep.
Shout out to Booker T. More long matches on Raw. I think they can afford doing longer matches on Raw because they don't have a time limit when it comes to the show. So they can do more long matches and they can fit more talent on the show. I agree there. Yes, it was, brother. It was very good. I have no complaints whatsoever. I want to see more between the two of them. And ultimately, I think the plan is for them to become a tag team also, ultimately. Afterwards.
Oh, that'd be good.
So it just depends. I'm looking forward to whatever's next for the both of them. I know that Sheamus is not going to take it lightly, that Rusev won with the cheap tactic. So that was a hell of a match. I'm looking forward to what's next between the two of them. The next segment we had was the two general managers backstage talking to each other, and Finn Balor and JD McDonough walk up. They're trying to decide what's going on. Finn mentions the women's tag team championships, and Finn pitched. He says that Raquel's been working so hard as champion, she doesn't deserve to be stripped. He pitches Roxanne Perez being her tag team partner, and the general managers agree. Roxanne Perez is now one half of the Women's World Tag Team Champions. So Raquel and Roxanne are the tag team champions. But the GMs also say on one condition, they will be defending the Women's Tag Team Championships at Evolution against one team from Monday Night Raw, one team from Friday Night SmackDown, and one team from NXT. If you saw my report yesterday on the Bodyslam Patreon, it said that it was going to be a triple threat with the teams unknown. They made it a fatal four-way. Adding a team from NXT. It was initially supposed to be a Raw team and a SmackDown team challenging them. I like having them in a fatal four-way.
I do too.
So I'm a big fan of getting more women on the card.
I fully agree. I think that'll be a lot of fun. I'm glad they're incorporating NXT as well, because those titles can float to all three brands. So I think it's good that they're going to have an NXT team come up for that as well. But yeah,
I'm wondering who, because NXT doesn't really have tag teams like that.
I was thinking, I know she's the North American champ, but Sol Ruka and
that's
Zarya
what
stick
a
out
lot
to
of
me.
people. A lot of people are saying that's probably going to be the tag team that
or
does
Fatal Influence, maybe if they wanted heels.
I think Fatal Influence is probably just going to be involved in the NXT Women's Championship match that they have for Evolution. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm excited for that Women's Tag Team Championship match too. I know a lot of people wanted to see the Bella Twins competing for the tag team championships. I had to make a post tonight because I kept getting asked about it. The original plan was that it was going to be Nikki Bella versus Liv Morgan in a singles match. It wasn't going to be a tag team championship match. The only way it was going to be a tag team championship match is if Brie Bella and WWE could come to terms. It doesn't look like they were able to come to terms on anything. But anything's possible. We still got 2 weeks till Evolution, so anything can happen.
Yeah.
I'm working to find out any details that I can regarding it. I would love to see the Bella Twins on the card somehow, some way. Nikki, I know Nikki's down. Nikki's really down to go. So I'm looking forward to seeing if they're somehow incorporated into the show still. Because they've been featuring Nikki a lot. Nikki's been they had Nikki at the SummerSlam press conference at Fanatics Fest. So they've been doing a lot with Nikki, and I really hope that she's involved somehow, some way at Evolution also.
I agree. Well, they did show her when they announced something a little bit later in the show that we'll see. They did kind of show her in the graphic for that match they announced for Evolution. So maybe that's kind of, obviously a one-on-one match would be better, but things happen. But at least getting her in the show, is better than not. So
yeah, before we move on, that would be one hell of a tag team division. So I would look forward to it 100%. I would love the tag team division with those teams in there. Bronson Reed and Braun versus Sheamus and Rusev tag team match. That would fucking be incredible.
Yep.
I would 100% look forward to it.
I agree. I agree.
100% would be down for that. I want to see them as a tag team. They were a tag team tonight in the main event. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. But yeah, that tag team, 100%. I would be down to see Braun and Bronson. They even have. We'll talk about what they have together in a little bit. So moving on, after all that, Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis make a joint announcement about Evolution. The announcement was announced by me yesterday on Twitter. I made the announcement that WWE will be holding a battle royal at Evolution, with the winner receiving a championship opportunity at Clash in Paris. Yeah. At Clash in Paris. Tomorrow on our Patreon, which is down below, I have exclusive news on who's the favorite to win that battle royal and what could potentially come out of that battle royal. So stay tuned for that. It's a lot of people are going to like it. I'll just say that right now. A lot of people have been messaging me and talking to me about this person. So I will be dropping that news tomorrow morning. Be on the lookout for it. Be on the lookout for it in the Patreon, brother. I got the news coming. Yeah. So after this, we get a backstage segment with Jackie Redmond and American Made. Jackie Redmond is interviewing American Made about what's going on with them now that Chad Gable's gone. Ivy Niles says that she's got to take care of Stephanie Vaquer. The Creed brothers say that they got to go for the tag team titles still. And then out of nowhere, El Grande Americano walks up. El Grande he looks a little taller.
Looked a little taller.
Different. He looks real different. His build is kind of the same, but he's taller.
Yeah, he looks a little taller. But I've been saying for months that people that just assume Chad Gable is great. I think for those people that just thought Chad Gable was Grande Americano, they got a lot of explaining to do. Because what was that?
El Grande Americano healed very quickly. He had the same injury as Chad Gable, so he healed very quickly. But yeah, that was a funny segment. I had told Sean Ross Sapp a few minutes before that I think I'm pretty sure that's the direction they're going. He said, "I believe so."
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's hilarious. It's hilarious.
I thought the Creeds and Ivy's reactions were hysterical as well. I thought they all
they just looked
like they were.
They looked like what the hell?
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
Good Raw tonight, definitely 100% a good Raw. I really enjoyed it. After that, we see Sami Zayn in the backstage area preparing for his tag team match later in the night, and he gets attacked. He gets attacked by none other than Karrion Kross. And Karrion Kross is saying the same exact thing that he was saying at Night of Champions. Say you're a liar. Hey, you're a liar. Kross was right. Say you're a liar. Beats the living shit out of Sami Zayn.
Mm-hmm.
Sami Zayn then has to get taken a look at later on in the night. So Sami Zayn's status for the tag team match later on in the night is up in the air currently. We go to commercial. Byron Saxton interviews La Primera, Stephanie Vaquer. They talk a little bit about Evolution. Stephanie says that she didn't come here just to be somebody. She came here to be La Primera, the one. She came there to be the one. So she's going to go into the Battle Royal, and she's going to do what she has to do to become a contender for the championship. So keep an eye on that.
And she said, she specifically said she wanted the winner of Rhea and Io, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. She wants them. So the next segment we get World Heavyweight Champion Gunther comes out to talk about Goldberg, says who's next, pretty much pushing off the idea that he's going to beat the hell out of Goldberg at Saturday night's main event. He gets interrupted by Mr. Money in the Bank, Seth Rollins, and the Penguin. The Penguin by his side holding the brand new custom Money in the Bank briefcase.
It looked good.
Very nice. I love it. It's available now on WWE Shop if you want to go and get it. Looked very nice with the gold color on it. So it's a nice touch. Nice touch for Mr. Money in the Bank. He gets in there. They start going back and forth. Seth Rollins is involved in quite a few stories right now. He's involved in, I posted about it, scattered stories for Rollins. He's got quite a few stories right now. He tells Gunther pretty much that he's got to keep his eyes open because he could strike at any time for him. Then out of nowhere, you hear Cult of Personality hit, and CM Punk comes to the ring pissed off, comes right for Seth Rollins, attacks Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins gets out of the ring quickly, runs into the crowd. CM Punk gets into a little altercation with Gunther in the ring, pushes him down. So there's another teaser right there. You got another teaser with Gunther and CM Punk. You had a teaser with Gunther and Seth Rollins. You had a teaser with CM Punk and Seth Rollins again. CM Punk walks out of the ring. Seth Rollins is up there yelling in the stands, "Yeah, walk away. And talking like he didn't run, like he's not the one that ran away. And out of nowhere, from behind, coming through the crowd behind him, who do we see?
LA Knight, baby. Yeah.
LA Knight is back from his indefinite injury status.
Yeah.
He's not injured, guys. It was storyline just to get him written off. He was going into Night of Champions. I had reported it a few weeks ago. He was set to go into Night of Champions and have a feud with Seth Rollins. Well, it looks like the feud is happening, and he's already got his hand on Braun Breaker. He already got his hands on Bronson Reed. Seth Rollins was the last one that he needed, and that was the middle finger. He got his hands on Seth Rollins, and now their match is official for Saturday night's main event in Atlanta on July 12th. So LA Knight is finally getting his hands on Seth Rollins. He's in a big-time program. I know a lot of LA Knight fans wish that he wasn't involved with the intertwining stories, but look at him. He's in the main event program right now. Yeah. He's involved in the main event program, so just keep your eyes open. He's really involved in the main event program. I'm looking forward to it. LA Knight deserves it, and I think that he should be on Monday Night Raw permanently.
Yeah, I mean, I feuding with Seth Rollins is never a bad thing. So I think this is a good spot for him. I love this whole segment. I thought Gunther was great when he was talking about Goldberg. I thought Seth, telling him, "Hey, man, congratulations. I've been watching you. You're good, but I got this. Like, keep an eye." And then obviously the brawl, but then, like you said, the tease of Punk and Gunther SummerSlam right around the corner.
Teasers.
Yes, SummerSlam right around the corner. Gunther maybe defending that belt, needs an opponent. Punk, they set that up right there if they want. And then we get the LA Knight stuff. And yeah, I like this whole thing. I do like Seth being in. I like when they do this and people are involved in multiple different things. And they've been doing that with Seth. It spans both shows even. Yeah, I thought this was really good, and I think that match at Saturday night's main event should be a really good one. That's a good spot for LA Knight. I don't know why anybody would be for any LA Knight like diehard fans out there. I don't know how you can be upset with against Seth Rollins. Like that's a premier spot on the show. Premier.
That's one of their biggest stars in the company, and he's Mr. Money in the Bank. He holds the biggest prize right now that you could possibly hold in the company. So. Yep. Shout out to LA Knight getting a prominent program with Seth Rollins at Saturday night's main event. That should be a good one. I'm really hoping that we don't get many shenanigans in that one, but who knows? With WWE, we do get a lot of shenanigans, as we saw at Night of Champions. So that's true. Definitely 100% something that we got there. And I had posted on Twitter, expect a big angle tonight on Raw. Will feature multiple superstars potentially planting seeds for feuds. The green check marks just keep on coming, brother. I love it. I'm loving this thing right now. I'm loving being able to drop scoops whenever I can. I'm having so much fun with it. Jay said that whole Rollins segment was fire. It was, brother. I enjoyed it. I knew what was coming, obviously, but I enjoyed it. We'll talk about this for the main event. Let's see. LA Knight telling Punk to get the fuck out of here was Beast. Yeah, well, we're going to talk about that too in a little bit because that's another one. Had to drop the select gimmick, brother. Can't keep that gimmick. I'm going to get hit with copyright infringement. But yes, that's basically what it is, my brother. Yes. Yeah. All right. The next thing that we get is a backstage segment with the Judgment Day again. The Judgment Day are back there. 4 of them at least. And Raquel walks up. Raquel's like, Liv doesn't deserve this, and and we can't replace Liv. And Finn's like, we're not replacing her. She's good. We're not replacing her. Don't worry. Roxanne is going to take her spot. It's what the Judgment Day would want. We all have gold now. Then he says, let's take a vote. The vote. Dominic says he's got to talk to Liv. He said there's no need for that. No need to talk to her. Raquel says, I guess, but you gotta pull your weight. You got to pull your weights. So that is something. But Raquel and the rest of the Judgment Day officially let Roxanne Perez into their Judgment Day now. So congratulations, Roxanne has officially joined the Judgment Day. Yep.
So we'll see how this goes. But I kind of saw it going this way. Once Liv got hurt, unfortunately, I think the easy thing to do is kind of have just Roxanne slide right in. I think there's a cool story you can tell while Liv's away. Like everything Liv did to Rhea, Roxanne can do to Liv. And then when Liv comes back, you're talking major baby face right away, in my opinion. And I think that's how you roll with it. So I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of it. The next thing that we get is the number 1 contenders match for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Bayley and Lyra Valkyria was another match that was fantastic. A PLE worthy match, I said on the timeline, and a lot of people agreed. It's gonna come into play, brother Jay. You're gonna see there's gonna be some stuff that comes into play. Roxanne's gonna prove her worth, but there's gonna be a lot of stuff while Liv is gone that's really gonna set some stuff because they've had to rewrite a lot. So it's going to be a lot of stuff that we're going to be seeing with our eyes that I don't have any clue what's going on. Even when I get clued in on stuff, I still am going to have no idea what's going on with that one.
Yeah.
This match, before we get into the match, they showed Bayley's entrance first. Then they showed a Kairi Sane vignette.
Yes.
The Pirate Princess version of Kairi Sane. It looks like we're getting the Pirate Princess from NXT, which I love. She talked about championship gold, and whenever a superstar gets a vignette like that, it appears to me like they're going to be going for one of the titles and getting a push. So it looks like Kairi Sane will be getting a push here in the near future.
Yep. And I thought putting it right before the number 1 contendership for the IC title match might have been a little foreshadowing as what title maybe she'll be going after potentially down the line here. So,
potential 100% potentially. Definitely looking forward to what we get from that program. But now we get into Bayley and Lyra Valkyria for the number one contendership. Fantastic match. Action packed. Really enjoyed what both women brought to the table. Unfortunately, the match ended in a draw. Both of their shoulders were down when the referee counted to 3, so it ends in a double pin draw. No number one contender is named as of right now for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. After the match, they brawl into the crowd, which forces the producers and the GM to come out and get them from brawling. They wanted to keep fighting. They wanted to have another match. Unfortunately, it didn't happen tonight. I'm thinking next week this is where we get Adam Pearce officially announcing that since both of you pinned each other, you're both going to be in the match and you're going to both be challenging Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. How you feel about that?
The triple threat I feel great about. I kind of thought they were going in that direction. So this match, going into it, I was like, okay, we're going to get some sort of DQ or double count out or something's going to happen. I actually like the way they did it. We don't see the double pin too often. Nope. So it was, and the type of match they were having, I thought it actually fit the match pretty well because there was a lot of reversals and quick pins and things like that. I thought it was really good. I know it's not going to, but in my world, the triple threat with Becky for the IC title, that is my match. That's going to be my match of Evolution. I've loved everything they've done with the IC title since Becky and Lyra started really getting after it. And now Bayley here. I think it's going to be the best match on that show. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I've loved every step of the way in this feud. Every step of the way I've loved.
Yeah, I've been a big fan of what they've been doing. Lyra Valkyria holding that Women's Intercontinental Championship, her run with it, getting Becky Lynch involved, and then incorporating Bayley it's been almost perfection. Probably been the best book thing on WWE television recently. Reminds me of the women on SmackDown when you had Naomi and Jade Cargill's build going into WrestleMania. Another great feud that you had right there. It's probably, in my eyes, the number one feud right now. The three of these women, Becky, Lyra, Bayley, I think is the number one feud that they have going in the company currently.
Yep, and it's for the women's IC title, which elevates that title tremendously. When Becky first came back, everyone's saying, why is she going for the IC, blah, blah, blah. We have two of the GOATs, and Bayley and Becky fighting for a women's mid-card title to elevate the title for the people that are going to have it after them. You know what I mean? So I think this is just well done all around. It's been perfect.
Yeah, you're having main event women in the mid-card title scene, and that's all you need to know.
Yeah. If Becky Lynch wants to be the IC champion, you know that the IC championship means a lot if Becky Lynch and Bayley want it. And I think that's the point, you know?
WWE sprinkling in main event talent into the mid-card scene is something I've been asking them to do for quite some time. Because they have mid-card talent, but you need those big names to be within that scene, which is what I think they're doing on SmackDown too. With Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair also being input into the Women's United States Championship picture suddenly on that side. I think that's happening. The mid-card scene with Julia. Congratulations to Julia, by the way, for becoming the Women's United States Champions on SmackDown this past Friday, defeating Zelina Vega. Congratulations to her. She has a major backing, as I said a month ago. Everybody loves her. Triple H, William Regal, Io Sky. The list goes on and on. Everybody loves Julia, and she's going to be at the forefront of the company for many years to come. So Congratulations to her. And the mid-card scene for the women's titles. I'm hoping SmackDown can keep the pace with it now with Julia holding the title, because officially on Friday, SmackDown's going back to 2 hours. So I'm hoping 100% that they can feature as much talent as possible in those 2 hours, because Raw has that little bit of wiggle room. SmackDown is direct 2 hours because they're going to have a show start in August called The Rainmaker on USA Network. So
hilarious that show would be called that, huh?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So that's happening. So I'm really looking forward to when they make this women's triple threat official for Evolution. I had heard back when the 4 Tampa shows, or the 3 Tampa shows, because we were supposed to have 4, and they canceled NXT. When the shows came to Tampa, I had posted about it on Twitter that the rumored match was Bayley versus Becky, but putting Lyra into the picture too adds another element to it. So I'm not opposed to it. As happens in wrestling, a lot plans change, and with her being intertwined in that story, it makes sense. So I'm not mad at it at all.
No, I'm not either. I think it's been perfect. It is the best feud that they've had. So yeah, it's been awesome.
The Becky Lyra feud is arguably the best feud in WWE right now. Yeah, with Bayley in there, 100%, Jay. AJ Styles going for the IC title too. That's another main event talent that's in the mid-card scene. I absolutely love it. I'm a big fan of it. So after this match and after the brawl, we get a backstage segment with LA Knight and CM Punk. CM Punk tells LA Knight, "You get in the back of the line. I'm going to get my hands on Seth Rollins." And LA Knight tells him, "Hey, I'm in the front of the line. The match just got made official for Saturday night's main event. I'm the first one to get my hands on Seth Rollins. So you were in the back of the line." That's another tease right there. LA Knight and CM Punk also. That's another teaser that they're continuing with. After this segment, we get another backstage segment with this Mr. Cero, Miedo, and Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is banged up. Penta says, "Are you ready to go?" Sami Zayn says, "Cero, Miedo," and heads to the ring. So we get Sami Zayn and Penta versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed in the main event officially. Before we get to the match, those two made their entrance. You got a backstage segment with Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed. Paul Heyman leaves Seth Rollins a voicemail and says something about a plan B. Bronson Reed asks, "What's the plan B?" So there's something cooking right there. They're doing something with this group. It might be something that I teased. It might be something that I teased about a week ago. I'm thinking I haven't got it officially confirmed, but what they're teasing is something that I would be very interested in if it does come to fruition with the discussions. It got called clickbait. Paul Heyman called it out and said it was clickbait. He called out what my report was and said clickbait. But I don't. If he's noticing something and says something about it, more than likely something's cooking from him. That's the plan. I'm trying to confirm it, Jay. I'm trying to confirm if that's officially what they're doing with the plan B right now. I haven't got official word yet, but that was the discussions I heard as of a month ago. The two names that were mentioned, obviously, one of them is going to stay in NXT. The other one is going to come up to the main roster. We'll just see what happens there. Let me answer this before we get into the main event. Have you heard if Andrade and Phoenix are going to be a tag team for the immediate future? They gel together. They work really well together. That match that they had on SmackDown against DIY was a match of the year contender. It was fucking beautiful. Match of the year contender. Absolutely beautiful. I loved it. I couldn't believe what I was watching. Watching SmackDown at 1 p.m. on a Friday afternoon was refreshing. I love the early start times. But that match was a match of the year contender. They want to go to the Lucha Brothers reunion, but I don't think they're going to push it yet. So if you had to do something in the meantime with Andrade and Rey Fenix to get them on television, putting them as a tag team would work for me. They have great chemistry, and it showed.
Yeah, I would look at if it gets them on TV every week, because both those guys are too damn good to not be on TV every week.
Yep. 100%.
And if it gets them on TV every week, build them up for a tag team, and then the trope, one of them can turn on the other. You got a feud for a little bit, and then eventually we are going to get at some point down the line the Lucha Brothers reunion, and then that's going to be a special thing, and then they'll be the best tag team in the company. So
absolutely, I'm looking forward to that whenever it happens. But for now, I'm enjoying what they're doing with Penta on Raw. Penta being involved in the main event scene too is something that's refreshing. Penta is involved with this Seth Rollins group, which is the main event group on Monday Night Raw. I'm still surprised that they haven't given them an official name yet. I think they're waiting. To do it until the group is official to give them the official name. But I'm really enjoying Penta's work, what he's doing. So we got this main event tag team match, Penta and Sami Zayn versus Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. That tag team entrance that Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker has is incredible.
Dude, incredible mashup of that song.
I
incredible.
I'm pretty sure that is one of the theme songs that they worked with an outside artist to create for this group.
Well,
Because it's very good. It doesn't sound like their original theme songs to me. It's very similar, but it's not the same. And I think they worked with an outside producer along with Def Rebel to create that one, because that's what WWE is doing. They're not going to exclusively have other producers. They're going to have artists and producers work with Def Rebel to create these songs right now. So whoever created this theme song, it is so good. The presentation, the entrance, the everything,
the lights,
everything is so
great.
good with this tag team entrance. I'm really enjoying them. Like I said, I could see them in the tag team scene, and the main event was good. The main event was very good. Sami Zayn working with the messed up rib section. He's got his whole midsection taped up, so it was very good. Sami was doing some work. He did a suplex in the match on Bronson Reed.
Yeah, very impressive.
He did a suplex on Bronson Reed with a bad midsection, with bad ribs. So that that hurt. But in the end, the Bronze come out with the victory. Big time W for them. I had posted on Twitter when the match started. I put yeet ? I did that for a reason. I like to tease a lot. If you haven't noticed, people on my Twitter, I love to make teases of stuff that's potentially coming. So go ahead and subscribe to our Patreon, because I post news in there, but I also post teasers on Twitter too. So if you want to follow me, my Twitter is right there in my name. So you can go ahead and give me a follow. Let's see. Andrade teaming up with Penta and Phoenix. Welcome back, Death Triangle. Kinda. There's no Pac here.
Yeah.
No Pac. Pac's not in the picture. Boris asks, is Seth's music going to get changed because crowd is still singing his song? That was the plan. And I think everything is going to happen in the next 2 months. But as I was saying, I posted the teaser yeet ? On there. And after the match, Jey Uso comes to rescue Sami Zayn and Penta from a post-match beatdown by Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. He comes out with the steel chair. He absolutely demolishes Braun Breaker on the outside of the ring with the steel chair. Multiple steel chair shots. And he gets in the ring. Him and Bronson Reed stare each other down, beats down Bronson Reed with the steel chair, gets him out of the ring. And then he stands tall with Sami Zayn and Penta to end the episode tonight. Very strong episode tonight, in my opinion. Like I said, start to finish, the action was very fast-paced. I had no complaints whatsoever. People were complaining about the Evolution build being so slow, but tonight we got a lot of direction towards it with 13 days left until the pay-per-view. I'm really enjoying it now. There's some more stuff that's going to come on SmackDown. People are posting spoilers right now on SmackDown, what's happening at the taping right now. I posted on our Patreon before the show started a few spoilers from tonight's show. So if you want to go and look at them, they're on the Patreon now, but people are posting them on Twitter also. SmackDown has some stuff happening this Friday that you're really going to want to watch. I dropped news about who the SmackDown tag team is going to be for the Women's Tag Team Championship match. So you're really going to want to see who it is. I know the spoiler is going to be out there from the show probably, but if you want to check it out, it's on Patreon.
I have a guess. I don't know the spoiler.
What's your guess?
My guess off the top of Charlotte and Alexa, I feel like are dark horses maybe, but I was going basic. I wasn't going anything too crazy. I thought it would be Piper and
the Secret Hervis.
Yes, that was my guess.
Not the Secret Hervis.
Okay, fair enough.
Not the Secret Hervis. It is a makeshift tag team.
Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know.
It is a makeshift tag team. It has been being. I'm not dropping the complete spoiler here, but it is a tag team that they've been building on the show for quite some time. So
all right, good.
You'll see.
Subscribe to the Patreon. You'll get all that good stuff.
Yeah, all the good information. I know myself and the team have been dropping on Patreon. It's been a hell of a month already for our Patreon. We dropped it 2.5 weeks ago. I think it officially kickstarted, and we've had so much news on there. I've really enjoyed doing this. This is so much fun to me. I love the Scoops game. I love talking wrestling with wrestling fans. It's a lot of fun. I haven't been doing my watch-alongs lately, and I've been burnt out. That's why I haven't been.
Those are taxing.
If you guys if you guys have been looking forward to me doing watch-alongs, I apologize. It's been very exhausting lately, life-wise. But I'm gonna be bringing them back, so don't worry. We're gonna be bringing more exclusive content to the Patreon also, which will include some stuff that the subscribers want on there, some match recommendations, stuff like that. We're gonna be doing on there too. So a lot of good stuff coming to our Patreon. I'm looking forward to it. So subscribe to the Patreon if you can. Go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel down there, Bodyslam Net. A lot of content on there as well. And also subscribe to our Twitch. Our Twitch has, we're going to be doing some more exclusive content on our Twitch too. We got quite a few people that want to do some stuff on there. Let me see before we wrap it up tonight. Michael, I appreciate that. Do I think Zeta Steel and Rio will get NXT deals? I think Zeta Steel will get one sooner rather than later. And as for Rio, I think she should already be signed. I think WWE not jumping on her is dumb on their part. I think she should already be in WWE. She's an incredible female talent, and I think she needs to be in WWE ASAP. Woof. So yeah, but tonight was an incredible show. I had a lot of fun. Yeah. Watching the actual show and then getting back here to do Raw Dogs with you.
Yeah, man, this was a good time. I was glad we were able to do it because I know we basically talk every week trying to get the show
every week trying to get it, and something
would happen.
Every single week. Yeah, for the last 3 weeks, it's been, hey, are we gonna do it? Are we gonna do it? Yeah, we're on. Yeah. Oh, never mind, something came up. We can't do it anymore. Life comes first, but anytime that we can get on here and do this and talk wrestling and talk with you guys and have conversations and just have a good time, we're gonna do it. And
absolutely,
every time it's a hell of a time. I've had a lot of fun doing these post shows. Like I said, Raw. Yes, I agree, Boris. It was a great Raw with really good wrestling. The in-ring tonight was outstanding. Yes. They need to do it a lot more. They have the capability every single week to do it. That's on Triple H and the creative team to make sure it happens because they have so much talent on their rosters. It's insane between Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. And then you have the LFG and Evolve guys too, not to mention them. So much talent that's in the system right now that you can utilize. They can do it, and I have a feeling, despite a lot of people not enjoying the stories and the product lately, I think it's going to heat up again real soon. And tonight was an opening to possibly what we could have for the summer moving forward.
Absolutely. I mean, I know we're ramping up to Evolution and Saturday night's main event, but SummerSlam is the #2 show of the year, and that's 3.5, 4 weeks.
What they've said with SummerSlam, what I was told. SummerSlam falls on my birthday, by the way. Night 1 is on my birthday. I turned 30 on the first night of SummerSlam.
Oh, dang. All right. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So they, what I've been told from that basically is they want SummerSlam to be the equivalent of WrestleMania with these 2-night show. They want it to be a major show. So I think we're going to get an incredible build for the next month and a half, because we have a month left until SummerSlam. We have 2 weeks until Saturday night's main event and Evolution. After those shows, we have 3 weeks until SummerSlam. So we've got a lot coming in the next few weeks, the next month, when it comes to the builds that I think a lot of people are really going to enjoy, myself included. Even though I know some of the stuff that's going to happen, I still enjoy watching it. I'm still a fan at the end of the day. I'm a fan that gets some news. This is not my job. I'm a fan that gets news. I'm working to make it a shoot job, but for now it's just a hobby. It's a hobby. So for those that support us here at Bodyslam, all the people that do their shows on the Bodyslam network, from Cassidy, shout out to Cassidy for the incredible team that he's built, to the PWN guys that came in with me to join the Bodyslam brand. So many great people here that they do their shows, that do their interviews, drop scoops. So much good content when it comes to Bodyslam, and I'm proud to be a part of this team and what we're building here. I'm glad that we've got some stuff coming that people are really, really gonna want to tune in and see.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and I'm glad to be a part of it too. When Cassidy, I reached out to him. I said, "Hey, man, I want to do more stuff," and he was like, "We got all the room in the world for you, man." And I was like, I appreciate that, and I'm glad to be a part
We're
of it.
about to,
You know?
we've got some stuff that we're working on right now. The website is getting an entire revamp. It's coming. So the bodyslam.net website is going to be revamped completely. Some stuff in the works with that. Our Patreon, we dropped our Patreon because we wanted to bring you guys the news while also helping us as well, because we have a big team we're building here now. So to the ones that do subscribe to the Patreon, we appreciate you so much. It's greatly appreciated. Everybody that follows us everywhere on the Bodyslam net, Twitter, Bodyslam, TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky, everything. Wherever you follow us, we're grateful and thankful for you no matter what. You guys are what keeps us going every single day. To you, my brother, I appreciate you doing this post show with me always.
Hell yeah, man.
It's a fun time. I have so much fun when it comes to this. And there's so much more that we're going to be doing in the future. So I appreciate you. Where can they find you, brother JPJ?
Yeah, you can follow me right here at JPJ Loves Gaming on all social media platforms. For obviously the wrestling people, on Thursdays over at Love Wrestling CA, I do a show in the morning called Firmly Inc. at 9 a.m. Eastern. And then we do the flagship show. My man Pluggo was in the chat at the beginning of the show. Between Two Beards, every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time, the flagship show over at Love Wrestling. And for any of my gamers, I have a Twitch right here as well. JPJ Loves Gaming. College football is coming out next week. Madden's in a month. Big things are. They announced they're doing a college basketball game today.
I'm so excited.
It's probably gonna be like 3 years or some shit, but still, like
it said college basketball 26. So we'll
all right,
see.
I'm ready. Let's go. But like, yeah. So I play some video games, mainly sports stuff, but we have a lot of fun over there too. So
where else can they find you here with Bodyslam?
Well, yeah. Ideally, most if not every Monday, I'll be here with Cory and Nick, or some form of us three will be here for you guys at Raw Dawgs. But every Wednesday night, right after AEW Dynamite, me and Jose on the air, our pal, who
shout out to Jose 30. Shout out to Jose.
Yes, he had his 30th birthday last week.
Yeah.
We do a show called Dynamite Up. It's the AEW Dynamite review show here on Bodyslam on Wednesday nights. So.
Absolutely. It was a great one for his 30th birthday. I enjoyed the hell out of that one.
Yeah, it was a good time.
I'm right behind you, Jose, brother. I'll be there too soon.
I don't like to give my age up, but I turned 40 this year, so I got a decade on both of you guys. So
more big birthdays.
Enjoy your 30s. They were a good time for me, so enjoy them, huh?
All right. Before we get out of here, Jay said he'll give you the belt on Madden.
You probably would. I'm not great. I have a fun time. I'm not great.
Hit him up on Twitter, Jay. He can. You guys can play.
Oh, we definitely. MLB The Show is probably the game I am the best at. I do play that a lot on stream as well. But I mean, I'll give you a run for your money. But if you're really good, you probably will give me that belt to ass, as the great one says.
Yeah.
So.
If you guys want to go ahead and give me a follow, you can follow me on all social media at Cory_Hays407. On TikTok, there's no underscore, unfortunately, because they won't let you put an underscore in your name. So it's just my name. It's my first, last, and 407. Greatly appreciate you guys following us. Greatly appreciate you tuning into this show. It's so much fun. Don't forget to subscribe to the Bodyslam Patreon. A lot of stuff coming there. Like I said, I dropped some new stories here too tonight about SmackDown, which is filming right now. But as always, we appreciate you guys so much for being here with us. To all 242 of you, thank you so much for tuning in. We love you, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Hopefully.
Yes.
But for now, we're signing off. Peace and love. Take it easy. Have a good Monday night, guys.